Hello, and welcome to We Hate Skill Windows, the podcast about rating power fantasies and also where Frosh in the Night talks to you. Hi, I'm Rai,
I'm Chris.
and today we're reviewing Infinite Leveling MURIM. Uh, Infinite Leveling MURIM is about this boy. I'm gonna butcher his name, I think. It's like Yusung Dan or something like that. Yep, that doesn't sound right at all, but yeah, he's Korean, I think. Pretty sure since it's
Yeah,
Murim and not
probably.
Janghu. But I'm just gonna call him Dan. Dan is a soldier. He's sort of like part of this corps, the like reserves corps or something, and they're like basically like meatbag cannon fodder for the more important people. So he's not very important, and he also isn't very good at martial arts. But he tried really hard when he was a kid. He just wasn't born with a silver spoon or even a metal spoon. He was just born with like a dirt spoon in his mouth. So he does die. He dies fighting some big bad evil. Uh, that I don't want to butcher pronouncing either, but I'll try. It was like the Chorang or something.
Oh, I mean, he wasn't like evil. He was just.
Oh, he was evil in in terms of killing everyone in the Mirim Alliance, right?
Oh, that wasn't Chori. That was like Chunma.
Oh, that's Chanma. Oh, Chorang is the ball man, ballbuster man.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. Whoops, my bad. There's a man who's lost a ball, literally. Never mind. That's Chorang. Chonma or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's the big bad? Okay. Yep. Big bad kills a bunch of people. He dies as well. Uh then he wakes up and he is reincarnated. No, he's regressed. Yep. But I I feel like it's not quite right. He regresses in a way, right? But like it also says like creating setting and everything when he initially
Welcome to
regresses.
Murim Online.
Yeah, I feel like this isn't real. Like he's already in a video game, he just doesn't realize it. I feel like that's gonna be the big reveal or something.
Oh,
Because it doesn't feel right that he's like regressing so scot free, but then it's like weirdly replicating his life almost. It feels wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's just translation. It could be. I don't know. But the way it starts, it almost feels like he's like an NPC that's lived his whole life in a video game, maybe. And then that's maybe the big old reveal. I don't know. But he regresses regardless to when he was a kid. And he just gets to live his whole like adolescence again. But this time he's got a system. And the system gives him rewards if he does good and also punishments if he does bad. And yeah, he he does things and he gets stronger. And it's pretty cool. And also in the previous episode, you probably would have heard me say that this one is sort of cringe and sort of mid. I think it's pretty good actually. I don't think I read too far into it the first time. I think I got to the duck walking and I was like, okay, I'm done. He duck walks a lot. I don't even know what duck walking is. I probably should have looked this up before recording, but is duck walking a
seems
thing?
like it was just like squatting while walking, and then you like move one leg at a time.
Oh, it really is a thing. Wait. The military uses the duck walk? What? It's a medical test. Wait, oh? Do they still do the duck walk at MEVS? All military branches have to do the duck walk. Who invented the duck walk? And then the duck walk challenge. It's walking in a crouched position. Huh. This is a real thing? I thought it was fake. Okay. Should have assumed it was real, I guess. Huh. Walking in a squatted position, keeping your back straight and resting on the balls of your feet. Try to keep your back straight and not to lean forward. Your thighs will hurt very bad. Hmm. Interesting. Fun. Huh. Okay. Well, there we got it. Yep. And the duck walk is currently one of 25 exercises in the physical test in the U.S. Military Entrance Processing Command test. So yeah.
Mm.
And if you fail, you have to take the test again. So
Yeah.
yeah. Huh, who would have thought? Commonly used in military training. Wow. All right. So yeah. It yeah, you want to talk about how you feel, Chris?
Mm,
How'd you thought? How'd you think?
so in the beginning, I I guess so in the beginning there's this one guy. Like he's the guy who sits in the library with the MC, and
The
he was like, "Why Wito?"
Oh, the guy who never showed up again.
Yeah. And honestly, the fact that he disappeared so quickly was a little bit of a red flag to me, but
The fact
I
that his
think,
role was just like done.
yeah.
He helped to
Mm.
grow him and was gone forever.
But I think the main trio have a good banter like they've got good banter. They've got a solid like relationships going around, and I think I like the character cast a lot. It's a lot more refreshing than seeing like, just the one MC and he goes kind of around
Yeah, and he has like friends, but they're more
quietly.
like workhorse, pack horse mules.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this one honestly just depicted like a group
actual
friendship,
friends. They're crazy.
yeah, pretty well, which
Yeah,
was very nice to see. Um, I don't know. Besides that, the story is just alright, I guess. It's um, I don't know. I didn't find it super engaging, but it's
huh.
like I don't know. It 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 moves at a pace that goes kind of quickly, so you can kind of just like read it and turn the page. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they like the Asura style. Pretty cool, pretty neat,
Yeah, it's
pretty original, honestly. Sort of rare you actually do see a martial artist or a MURIM person using more than one weapon.
I did not think like one thing I did not like is how they depicted it like like he has extra arms.
You
I'm
didn't
like,
like it? I just assumed that
yeah.
he like
Was he like
learned the
juggling
technique to
them
like.
really quickly?
No, I think he literally like manifested arms.
What? Really?
Like you know how Zoro in One Piece does his Asura? It's like the same thing. But Zoro has no like special ability to do that. I don't actually know how the heck he grows arms. I don't know. So like, hold on. Zoro, One Piece, Asura. It's he has a 9 sword style. It's an extension of Zoro's spirit. Through sheer willpower, Zoro creates an illusion of 2 more heads and 4 more arms. Yep.
I see.
Sheer willpower. I couldn't tell you how. I really couldn't. But yeah, sheer. I think it's just sheer willpower, honestly.
You know
Don't think
what?
too hard about it. It's anime-ish. It's manhwa. We'll just accept it and move on, surely. He does sort of dual wield the weapons. Like he holds them through his fingers
Yeah.
and all that. But then he
Yeah,
like
yeah.
then we see him actually fight, and it seems like he doesn't do that anymore. Maybe he's just
Yeah.
holding them through his fingers. That's sort of like really painful to imagine though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just insane grip strength, honestly. One thing I
Yeah.
don't like are the enemies in this show. Or in this,
No, no, no. They're not enemies. They're friends now.
I don't
Well, you don't
like.
like
I
that
mean,
they
like
can be
the
convertible?
no, like the true enemies, like the
Chanma?
Senate. I don't know.
The
Telma's
Senate
fine.
appears in a
He wasn't
lot
even a
of
big
these,
one.
though. It's usually always like some major governing group and they're corrupt to the core. It's pretty generic, honestly.
Yeah. Or I don't know.
Like even in like
Chorin was
Gosu and
fine.
stuff, other martial arts ones I can recall. The big bad is usually like it's usually like the people in control. Or like I reincarnate as the crazed heir. It's also the people in control. It's just like power hungry, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty
One thing
common.
one thing I just don't understand is like how are they trying to get power? Like I feel like there's like this not a lot of clarity around how the actions of trying to kill this random kid is going to get them more power. Like it seems like they're taking all these steps to like kill the main trio and it's just like
I think the logic is, I mean, from what I can gather, the nine sects and the four main houses are like established names in the MURIM.
yeah, yeah.
So the fact that these three are from like a nothing academy in the middle of nowhere, even though they're like branch sect Mount Hua, but I guess Mount Hua isn't. I guess Mount Hua isn't part of the
No, they're one of
main.
the noble houses. They're either
Okay,
that or they're one of the nine sects. They're one
yeah,
of them.
they're part of that stuff, but I guess the branch doesn't count or something, right? Because the Soso's dad isn't he like a branch
Yeah, he's just a
family
branch
of Mount Hua?
family, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so he like has connection, but it's like probably illegitimate sort of connection or something. I don't know. Basically, they're like, you're from like a nothing family. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Elitism.
I don't
I
know.
mean, I can understand elitism. I feel like that's fair. It's
I
workable.
guess maybe it just feels
Are
kind of
they
a
sort
little
of
bit
one dimensional
overdone.
regardless? Of course they
Yeah.
are. I don't know.
And
How are the like
I don't know
sort of irredeemable enemies? Like the one guy, the like ghost archer or whatever. What
yeah.
has he done besides be like, you stole my weapons? And hey, you stole my weapons. And
Yeah.
when are you gonna give my weapons back? First of all, I was always gonna bring him up when I was reading this. I was like, first of all, how did he know? And second of all, now that he knows, why the hell would he assume that you're gonna give him back? Why would you assume that this man who was already wielding your weapons basically is gonna give them back ever? Right? Like,
Yeah.
no, of course he's not gonna give them
These don't
back.
belong to you anymore. Sorry, buddy.
They're not yours anymore. Yeah, you fucked up.
They were
You
never yours
lost.
to begin with, honestly.
They were never yours. And also, how did you know of it before?
Yeah.
Because the whole thing about this one is about how because he read this like one story in the past about the five monkey traders or something. I don't know why
Yeah.
they're named the five monkey traders. But apparently, each monkey, I guess, found a certain artifact, and prior to that, they were pretty upstanding moral people ish. Not really.
No,
They
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 were
were
all
they were on the righter side of justice ish.
I think
They
the
all seem sort of evil
monkey
anyway, though.
was always kind of a brat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But honestly, the more the series talks about it, the more I'm starting to feel like the people who are the prime evil incarnates are not evil or anything. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it was
wonder why they're
explained that like,
called that.
well, it was explained that they're like basically just OP individuals. They can either like make or shape
Yeah,
or break the Murim. But yeah, they're
yeah,
called prime evil. That has a really bad connotation to it.
right?
Like if someone called me a prime evil incarnate, I'd be like, yeah, I'm fucked. I'm like the devil's child.
Hmm.
And then they're like,
But
no, no,
like,
no. You're actually like a promising candidate.
I'm just like, why did you call me the prime evil incarnate then? What the frick?
Yeah. Why am I like evil in prime?
Kind of strange, especially because like the prime evil incarnates we've seen, like one of them is straight up evil, but
He who so one?
no, it's
No.
like
And Dan is no one.
they show four of them. One of them
The
is
smoke guy is one.
the smoke guy. One of
Supposedly.
them is
Well,
the
the smoke guy
diamond's body
calls
guy.
himself a primeval.
No, so do the other
Oh,
people.
do they? Okay.
Yeah, at the in one of the newer chapters, they show four of them,
Oh.
and it's like the smoke guy, the diamond's body guy,
Yup.
the lightning
Lightning
sword
swordsman,
person,
chi, aura, sword man.
and then it's alluded that Bone Day is the last one.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
which they've been painting this man, this child, to be so sus from the get go.
Yeah.
Bangde or whatever. He's like a southerner. He's like not from the
Yeah.
mainland. And
Yeah.
they've been making him out to be so sus.
He's kind
But
of funny though. I enjoy his presence.
yeah, it's nice. Yeah. He has been so sus though, you know? They've
Yeah.
made him out to be like the big bad. It's
I don't know
like
about
at this point, you
that.
know, well no, well, okay, maybe I'm just trying to read into the comments too much. A lot of the chapters where Bangde is doing anything in Webtoons, the comments are like, I bet Bangde becomes Choma. Which doesn't seem right. Because Choma is shown with like different hair and
Yeah.
also lighter skin. I could be racist and just assume, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But there were a lot of
Yeah.
comments with a lot of likes that said, I bet he's Choma.
Mm.
Which doesn't feel right either. Because currently he seems to be more like a advisor type. Like he knows how to do formations and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's not like a fighter. But Chonma was like a straight up fighter. Like
I mean,
martial
we only
art
saw like two
fightist.
panels of Chunwa, and he was like blowing up.
Yeah, but he was beating people up.
Yeah.
Instead, Bangde, Mr. Me, just
I
teleported someone.
love how he calls out Mr. Me.
Mr. Me. Yeah. It's yeah. With the exception of wherever the bald guy went, bald kid, we young, we young.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the exception of wherever the heck he went, he just wasn't accepted into the institute, right? Like they're in the Institute of
So
Higher Murim, but he got like maybe he's there as a common. He's not like a golden legendary, you know.
yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the like the cool kids club. This is where the elites of the elites are.
That is one thing I cringe at when I read these, when the author has to like make all these like panels and other side characters and like random
And
dialogues
then what?
happen.
Just
Where
to
I'm
be
just
like,
like,
but you're not
and
that
that's why
important.
the AMC is just so OP. Like you just see a random guy who's like, "This is the strongest person ever." Blah, 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 blah. They'll go on like a rant, and then like the MC comes along and beats him up, and then we're all just like, "Oh, okay."
So it turns out the strongest person was in fact not very strong.
Yeah.
Well, we did have the MC
I
say like, "I'm just a frog in a well" or something. No, he said, "I'm a small fish in a large sea" or something. He did
Yeah,
say that
he's
at some
just a
point.
fish in a
So
huge
he's
pond, and
like
I
sort
was
of
like,
humble-ish. Also very
I feel,
cocky at other instances.
yeah,
But I think he has some moments of realization when he was fighting the lightning swordsman guy. But yep, he
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Rating time?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. Art. It's the art, right?
Mm,
Hmm. It's sort of unrefined, huh?
it's
It's
not
not
the most
like
detailed.
solo leveling.
It like gets better over time,
Yeah, I
but
think it does. It gets the job done. It's sort of like Room of Swords. Is that a good comparison? I feel like it sort of is.
yeah, they
It's
have
like Room
very
of
similar.
Swords, where like it's detailed, but like line art is still like key. It's not like super good shading or insane stuff. It's
Yeah.
pretty standard line art, color, shadow, and then like sheen or glint.
Oh my god, I'm looking at one of the most recent chapters, looking at how they draw the dragon. It's actually pretty good,
Recent
which is kind of
chapter.
surprising.
Let's see. Where dragon? Dragon somewhere here. Yeah, he summons dragons. 8 full dragons take to the sky. Where are the dragons though? They're somewhere.
They're like towards the top middle.
I somehow skipped the dragons. Oh dang. Okay. Where are the dragons? There they are. Yeah. You know what? These are pretty good dragons. You're right. But that is
Yeah,
like the end chapter.
yeah, this is like the newest chapter, so the art's been
Yeah.
slowly getting better and better.
Yeah, I feel like that's not the fair comparison. For the most of it, it's not as detailed.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Yeah.
I'd give it like a 8. I'll
8.
give it an 8.
I'll give it I'll give it a 7. It's not bad. They put more effort into the background than a lot of big name ones, honestly.
That's true.
But their
The
characters are sort of meh. Now, between this and Duke Pendragon, who did it better?
well, I feel like Duke Pendragon did put a little bit more effort into their characters.
Yeah, that's true too, huh? Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, that'll work. Alright, story then. Hmm. Tough, huh?
Mm,
I, so he starts out at the little academy, meets Sosun Gihu, and we young, and and that one guy whose hand gets cut off.
yeah, Gindo.
Yep, I'll trust you on that name because I don't remember his name. I just remember
Oh,
him as hand
Jindo.
got cut off, man. But yeah, and that's also when he meets the pink-haired guy and beats his balls out. Literally.
Yeah.
I don't remember that happening the first time I read it. I was like, damn, he just like really stabbed him in the nuts. Yeah, it turns out I guess he really stabbed him in the nuts. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what though? He probably should have just taken both nuts. He should have just could have made sure he couldn't have taken his wife in this world. You know, just to make sure.
Yeah.
It's only fair. Because in his original timeline, Chorang or Chorong or whatever.
Chorong Yang.
Yeah, the Mount Hua Blossom man, pink hair guy. He like literally steals his wife. Literally NTR's the guy.
All right.
Actually, NTR's the. Hold on. Webtoons, this isn't allowed. You're showing NTR now. Okay. Yeah. His wife was literally like, sorry, I can't be with you. He's much hotter and I love him more. And then apparently the pink haired guy like dumps his wife like a year after.
Yeah.
But it was already too late. Man literally got NTR'd.
Oof.
But yeah, a lot of the story is him just trying to like do his past but better, which is pretty common in regressing stories. Uh, he does set like a hard goal, which is what defeat Choma within 30 years,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool actually. Um, what's less cool in my opinion is the fact that he just gets. Okay, this is more of a mechanic of the story of like his abilities within the tutorial world or not tutorial world but like the system that he has. There's a complaint because it feels unrealistic. The complaint is called uh he shouldn't actually be able to make use of the buffs that he gets when he's holding weapons as accurately as he can. You know what I mean? Like so to the audience maybe and also to Chris, if you're not sure what I'm talking about. He Dan gets the ability to have special like passive boosts every time he holds a different weapon. And that's also why he dual wields so much. So when he's holding a sword, he has I think like 10% or 20% more attack speed. And then when
Yeah.
he's holding an axe, he gets like 10% more
Stun
damage.
strength.
Yeah, and then he's holding a staff, and staff gives him critical chance strike. Halberd gives him something else. Bow gives him accuracy. And it works really weird, where he can fire his bow once and then swing with the sword, and the sword will like auto lock on with the 10% accuracy given by the bow to his target. So he can like swing his sword away
Yeah.
from you and it'll auto lock onto you. Which feels really weird because he's doing it without the Jade Disorder. Jade of Disorder. Because previously he did it with Jade of Disorder. And it sort of made sense. But now he's just using the system. It's
Yeah.
just a little weird. And also the fact that like he won a fight by like timing his sword attack to be slower or no, timing his axe attack to be slower because he was using a sword and an axe and then he like let go of his sword so somehow his axe swing got just slower and that's how his opponent misjudged it. That doesn't make any sense. You know? Like, it's already in motion. It cannot swing slower just because you let go of the sword. I don't know. It's that, and also because when he's fighting his like enemies in the imaginary dual mind world, one of them cuts him or something because they attack from outside
The
of his
pole arm has like
his attack
10%
range.
range increase.
Correct. And he apparently thought this didn't mean anything when he was doing his like evaluation of weapons before. But 10% range increase? Wait, that's actually crazy. like, it's also very stupid.
Yeah, like what does that even mean?
Because
Does
what does that
the
mean? Like,
weapon grow while you swing it? Like
yeah, does the
what the
weapon
frick?
just get longer? Does the opponent not realize the weapon's longer? Because he didn't realize his weapon was. He didn't realize the weapon could hit harder from further away. It just means, I think, the damage is somehow. It makes sense. It don't make sense, okay?
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. I don't like that. I think it's a little stupid. I can understand getting rewards for something well done. I can understand that. Let's talk about titles, shall we? The man gets titles, and he uses titles to fight. The titles give him very small increases in his abilities for the most part, except for the duck walking one. The duck walking title gives him a 30% increase in all of his stats if he's duck walking. And it's upgradable. That means at
I
some
think he
point, he
maxes
could
out,
be
yeah.
duck walking so much that he'll get a 100% increase in his stats while duck walking. And it's not like he duck walks a lot in his fights. He just squats down once, equips the title, and beats the fuck out of him. And that's recognized as duck walking somehow.
Yeah.
I think that's bullshit. Maybe I'm biased or something. I think that's sort of BS though. I understand skill windows. I get it. Tutorial system, haha. He also gets like abilities that are basically just like instant uses of martial art techniques that he already knows.
Yeah, I know. Some of
Which
them are
is
just so
really
stupid too, like
weird
the
because
horizontal
why
slash.
is he getting them? And they use like 1 year of like G training.
Gee. Yeah.
It's not chi, haha. They use G. Woohoo. Uh, I'm sorry. Maybe there's an ancient Korean significance to Gi. I'm not sure. But he's literally like using up internal energy to cast these like one-time spells, and he uses them a lot. I don't know how he's actually still keeping up with his. Oh, that's because he trains it every day, isn't he?
I guess. Apparently, he can only keep a very tiny amount in his body because
Yeah,
he's
he's
talentless.
talentless. Yes, he's worthless. Worthless without his talent. Or no, he doesn't have talent, so he's worthless without hard work and dedication.
It's kind of striking too, because when you read the gamer, and everyone's like, "This person's a god. This stupid game system he has is like the most OP ability." But literally in every other series with a game system, they're like, "I'm worthless. I'm trash. I've got the worst skill ever." And I'm like, "You have the game system, which is giving you
Well,
random
okay.
stats."
Wait, you're talking about the gamer on Webtoon?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he gets the full gaming experience. Did you read to the later chapters where he's literally like making tower defense in his neighborhood?
You know,
Because
I
that's when
want
it
to
gets
say.
really stupid. In the beginning, he's just like beating up zombies and getting level up EXP. Later on, he literally unlocks the ability to like create like tower defense by like he gains the ability to play Lost Ark is what he does. Literally gains the ability to place down buildings in his own like realm, and they give him resources and can create towers. That's when things got stupid. That's when I stopped reading. I was like, okay, you've gotten to the tower defense genre. Now you're gonna start playing like a PvP tower defense war. And then he also got to the point where he could compete with like most guilds of wizards and or not wizards, just magic people, I guess. I don't know, remember what they called them. It just felt a little stupid. Was it cool from the beginning? Yeah, it was very cool. Get game system, can level up, hit thing, gain the XP. That's cool. Not this stuff. Also, his tutorial ended. Not even halfway through. Pretty early on, the tutorial ends. but the
Oh, when
system
he
is still
beats the
there.
Dragon Phoenix exam, yeah.
But the system's still there. So what is the system now? Level 1? Like why did the tutorial end? There wasn't anything
I don't know.
particularly magical that happened to him after the tutorial ended.
The freaking skill windows are just they're just pointless sometimes.
It this one, do we hate him? I don't hate it, but I don't, it feels sort
They're
of
like
handholdy.
distracting.
Like a lot of the things he would have done anyway, I feel. The man already duck walks all over the place. No, does he do it more because he has a title that lets him do it? Probably. But like, pretty sure he duck walked a whole bunch of things before realizing he could get a title from it. Because he only unlocked titles like at some certain point in time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did read some reviews on this before thinking about what I should shit on this for. Here, a lot of the reviews on Reddit are like, "This is one of the best top 10 MURIM manhwas in the century" or something. I swear I saw one that was like, "This is the best of its decade, of its era." And then it said that like the characters are refreshing, which they are. I can't blame them there. Characters are good. I like characters. But then was like the plot's like good, well paced, and like nothing wrong with it. And he's got the cool skill window thing. I'm like, well, you read enough of these skill window things, and his stuff's becoming cool. It just sort of gets depressing and stupid.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate it when he's like fighting and like you just see random panels that are like, this title's equipped, that title's equipped. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's yeah that.
like,
And also, I was under the impression he literally like disappeared when he uses inventory, but I guess he doesn't. He just like opens the inventory and only he can see it, but he's still like
yeah.
in IRL, which is weird. I almost expected him fully to disappear. I guess he doesn't do that. Also, why did he get duck rings as a reward? You ever wonder about that? With the exception of the fact that I guess he and Soso are getting engaged, maybe, and they
Yeah,
like each
probably.
other. That's cool and all, but he got those rings as a reward. They don't do anything
That they know of.
that they
Apparently,
know of.
apparently the text was alluding that something happens and two people wear it.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe they can duck walk 50% faster when they wear it together. I don't know.
You see so duck walking toward him.
Yeah. That was a pretty good line. In the future, I'll become the number one best warrior because you're gonna be taking care of the kids at home. That's pretty funny.
Mm,
She subverted gender norms there. You see what they did?
mm,
Oh, Korea, so modern, so non-conforming.
mm.
What's your story score? I really can't think of one right now. It's hovering between like a 5 or a 6.
It's like I want to give it a. Hmm,
You can give it whatever you want.
I think I'll give it a 5.
I just had gripes with it. I feel like I'm fine with his 10 mastery sword devil asura style, whatever. I'm fine with that. I feel like it would have been fine if he just regressed and there was not a skill window system. Like I feel like his chance, he could have gotten like the all conditions met, and then like returning to 10 years previous in future in past. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I don't think he should, maybe, or after the tutorial system ended, it just disappears. Or does the solo leveling thing even, and becomes like part of his natural integrated toolkit. But the issue is, none of the things that the skill window system gives him is particularly impactful things that he could have gotten, he couldn't have gotten without the skill window system. The only thing that skill window really does for him is given an inventory, which there do exist weapons or items in this world apparently that have that power. He just has another one for free. And it gives him the titles. It also gives him inventory and it gives him map. And those are also sort of abused by him. But like other people do know of the shortcut. For example, for the test lake flag exam, the red-haired guy knew of a shortcut as well. So it's not like he couldn't have possibly found it out himself somehow. And like, of course, he gets a cat. The cat is cute.
Well, the cat is
Gotta give it
cute.
cat
Doesn't
points, I
appear very
guess.
often.
No, but in the beginning, when the cat is introduced, it's a pretty cute cat.
I know it has such. Actually, one of the good things about the art is that they draw the cat in like amazing poses.
Well, they know how to appeal, Chris. They know what we're looking for. They know their story gets boring, but if they put a cute cat there, everyone's gonna read it again.
Yeah, honestly.
That's really it's just the attraction. How do you think my daughter's the final boss keeps going? Cute daughter sells things. Really does. If Anya wasn't in Spy Family, you think it would be as endearing? I
I
don't
think
think so.
Yor and Lloyd are pretty
It would have a
good
whole
characters for
different vibe
themselves.
though.
Yeah.
Really a bit more like serious. Anya provides
I mean,
funny.
Anya's integral to the story too, because she's like,
She is. She's yeah, otherwise just spy ex-wife.
yeah,
Spy ex assassin. Oh, we'll give it a we'll be nice. We'll give it a 6 for effort, I guess. Is cat points or something. All right, characters though. I mean, I like the main character. I think in the mind world he gets a little cocky. Actually, he gets very cocky in general a lot,
with
arguably.
and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like the only time he was like really rec or cognizant or whatever the word is of his genuinely like I'm not actually the strongest was when he fought the lightning swordsman guy. Because then it was like, hold on, like the fact that I'm actually gonna like eat shit fighting this guy makes me recognize that like, you know, I can still grow my power or something like that. He said something along those lines. And I was like, okay, cool. You're not like power drunk yet, but you'll get there.
Yeah.
And Gihu is cool. The martial art they have him learn is really cool. I like that.
He's Captain America.
I wasn't gonna say it. He, I was gonna say he's more like again the character in that one game that I tried to explain. What's the game again? Don't know. One Step from Eden. He's the shield person. I still like it when they have shield things and they're like, hey, this person's ability is to like throw shields at people. Okay, he is Captain America. He's Captain America. Captain America had 2 shields, okay? But one of them is like a
Yeah.
hexagon, and the other one is also a hexagon. Yep, and Captain America is also Korean now. It's Captain Korea.
You're right.
And he also wears like adamantite bracers for weight training.
Training.
Yes. Yeah, when he tossed it off and it like made an explosion, did you also think broccoli?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just the power of anime though. If Naruto hadn't taken off so hard, I don't think people would have memed the heck out of broccoli. But that fight is still very hype. Still very, very cool. Very iconic, as people would say. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I like the characters. So's cool. She's not what do you call him? Not Mary Sue, right? Like the other thing. I don't know. She's not like a helpless damsel in distress sort of character, you know?
Yeah.
She's also
She's
not like
pissed.
Sakura, where she's just useless. She's sort of more useless now. Actually, she is now Sakura. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. Prior to this, she was stronger. What happened? I don't know. Main character overscaled, overleveled her, I guess. Yeah, She sort of became romantic sidekick now. Never mind. I take that back. She's Sakura now. She's Sakura during the war where she's like, ah yes, Team 7's back again, and I'm definitely as strong as you and Sasuke, Naruto, haha. And then
Uh-huh.
she wasn't. I mean, you could argue she was a healer, and it's hard to be a healer in Naruto world, and that's probably more fair. But combat power, she really dared to be like, I am as strong as you now, but was like not. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. In recent chapters, she just cried when she said she didn't want to be married to Lightning Man.
And then she was saved.
And then she was saved. And all was good in the world.
Yeah.
Yay. Every time I read the chapters of this on Webtoons as well, I have to look at the top and it says, this series is rated teen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yep, it sure is. It's very mild. The fact that like Ball Crush and Arm Slice is like the only things that have really happened casualty wise. Major casualty wise, I guess. I guess his dad dies in the original timeline, but we don't see that happen.
There's like a decent amount of death happening. The main character kills a lot of people.
He does actually, yeah. But I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not super gory.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be worse. It's pretty tame, I would argue. Main character does kill himself a lot, but for a good reason, surely. There's humbling lessons to be learned. I like the characters. I'll give it a 9, I guess. It gets a point off because the villains are sort of 1D.
I'll give it an 8.
Fair enough. Alright, the skill window score.
Kind of annoying.
Yeah, I agree. Kinda annoying out of 10. Yeah, it's. Yeah. Could have. I feel like we could have done without them.
There's just so, I don't know, pointless. They take up too much of the screen time for, I don't know, not much value.
Yep, I agree. Still a pretty high score from us. 7.16.
Uh,
That's not bad. It got a 7. It didn't get a 6.5 or 6.3.
or worse than 5. Oof.
I feel like there's definitely less that we've rated worse.
We
But
rate some. It's pretty poor.
yeah. Okay, yeah. You know what? That's the rating. I guess 7.6. 16. Honestly, not that bad. You wanna spend a pretty good afternoon just reading through chapters? Maybe a few days actually, if you're not me and you read slower. Yeah, it's pretty good. It'll take your time away. And you'll feel pretty good. You won't feel
Yeah.
like you wasted your time. Now, do we want to waste some time with me choosing here?
Oh yeah, choose.
Now, here's the thing though. Do you want to review something that is arguably like a is I don't know if it's a power fantasy. It's just a action one. It's not a power fantasy though. Maybe we expand our palette another day and go for pure power fantasy maybe. I was gonna recommend we try to review Ordeal, but I don't know if I would classify Ordeal as a power fantasy. Is the thing.
Good
You could
deal.
classify it as like action. Action. It, the main character is not powerful. He's like shonen sort of.
Oh my god, this is crazy art.
Oh, it does. This thing has 11 out of 10 art. For sure, it
This is like
does.
professional work. I'm shook.
You shook?
Beavis.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? And this is not like this is not Korean, not Asian in general. It's just good. Very good.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
mean,
sure, I can read this.
yeah, the only issue is like the main character's not he hasn't reached his power spike yet. It's implied in the future he's very strong. Probably like the strongest in the world. But right he's not that right now. Are you fine with deviating?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, cool. Let's do it. That'll be neat. I really like Ordeal. Alright, let's switch to Ordeal. Ordeal we have, you know, the usual color, so let's switch that over. Ordeal is very orange, reddish, and character very cool. Fire power, funny. It's sort of like My Hero in a way, huh? It sort of feels My
Oh.
Hero-ish. The main character, let's just say, has a very important power, but he doesn't start with it. It's inherited.
Ah.
Yeah. Alright, well see you next time. Smash the like button, haha funny. Yeah. Don't hurt yourself though too much. But yeah. Subscribe, comment down below if you want us to cover a particular sad shit show. Goodbye.